Alright, Salamence time. Like its pseudo-legendary brother Metagross, Salamence slipped from the overused tier in Generation 6. It's looking to climb back up the ranks with a brand new Mega Evolution though, and being the first ever Dragon Pokemon, it definitely deserves its own Mega. Mega Salamence is a Dragon and Flying type, which means it resists Fire, Water, Grass, Fighting, Ground, and Bug, but is weak to Ice, Dragon, Fairy, and Rock. Its ability is Aerolate, which turns all of its normal type attacks into flying type attacks, while also giving them a small boost in power. We've all seen what Mega Pinsir did with Aerolate boosted returns and quick attacks, and now it's Salamence's turn to deal massive damage with Aerolate. Salamence gained some pretty nice but unexpected stat changes when it Mega Evolves. Both of its offenses as well as special defense get bumped up by 10, speed gets an increase of 20 points, and defense goes up by 50 total base points. I don't know about you guys, but I figured that either speed, attack, or special attack would get the biggest stat boost, not defense. Either way, these stats are still very good and are going to make Salamence very hard to take down. Salamence has a lot of flexibility in its movesets, but my recommended set would be Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance boosts Mega Salamence's already great attack and speed stats to insane levels. The combination of Salamence's Intimidate with Mega Salamence's increased defensive stats make getting a boost very, very easy. Return is a super strong and reliable attack that gets boosted by Aerolate, while Double Edge has nasty recoil but is even stronger than Return. So choosing one over the other is purely preference. Fire Blast takes care of some heavy defensive Pokemon like Skarmory and Ferrothorn, who may try to get in your way. While Earthquake hits Electric, Steel, and Rock types who resist your flying stabs super effectively, and is the only way for Mega Salamence to reliably damage Heatran. If you want to go with a fully physical set, you can just remove Fire Blast for Outrage and switch the nature from Naive to Jolly, but this will leave you walled by Steel types like Ferrothorn and Skarmory. And the only reason to do this at all would be to get the one-hit KO on certain dragons like Garchomp. Otherwise, an Aerolate boosted return is stronger. Either way, the EVs you want to use are your typical physical sweeper EVs. 252 attack, 252 speed, and the last few points go into HP. This is the more special approach to Mega Salamence. Hyper Voice gains the Aerolate boost and is your strongest attack on the set. Fire Blast hits Steel types that would get in the way of your Hyper Voice, and the last two slots are a bit up in the air. Return and Double Edge, Draco Meteor, Earthquake, and Roost are all good options. Earthquake has the benefits of hitting Electric, Steel, and Rock types who resist your Hyper Voice, and can also hit specially defensive Pokemon like Tyranitar much harder than your other options. Draco Meteor hits a bit harder than Hyper Voice will, which could help you secure some KOs, but also comes with a nasty decrease to your special attack stat every time you use it. Return and Double Edge are your two strongest physical attacks, and will leave dents in any special walls that don't resist them. And Roost is an option for more longevity throughout the battle, which will be very important if you're switching out a lot, especially due to Draco Meteor. The ability is still Intimidate, but the EVs are changed to 252 special attack, 252 speed, and 6 HP. The nature you run depends on whether you're going with a full special set or a mixed set. Naive is the nature you'll want if you're using a mixed set, while Timid should be your choice for a full special set. Now let's talk about some partners for Mega Salamence. Magnezone is an old but still very effective partner for Salamence. Magnezone can trap Steel types like Ferrothorn and Skarmory and destroy them with HP Fire and Thunderbolt respectively, while Ice and Fairy types get smashed by Flash Cannon. Each of Magnezone's weaknesses, Fire, Fighting, and Ground, are resisted by Salamence, while each of Salamence's weaknesses, Ice, Rock, Fairy, and Dragon, are resisted by Magnezone. Excadrill is another great Steel type to be paired up with Salamence. Salamence resists all of Excadrill's weaknesses, while Excadrill resists everything but Ice for Salamence. Excadrill's ability to use Rapid Spin is what sets it apart from other Steel types in the running to be partnered up with Salamence. Since Salamence loses a quarter of its health from Stealth Rocks every time it switches in, having a Rapid Spinner is very important. Having a Rapid Spinner with good defensive synergy and good offense is even better. You have no idea how hard I'm trying to avoid just adding another Steel type to this list. So the last partner I'll mention is Tentacruel. Tentacruel is able to resist fairy and ice attacks aimed towards Salamence, while ground attacks aimed towards Tentacruel are nullified by Salamence. Tentacruel is also able to support Salamence with Rapid Spin to clear out stealth rocks, Scald to burn opponents, and Knock Off to remove items from opponents. Plus, I just really wanted to name someone who wasn't a Steel type. Seriously though, Steel types work pretty well with Salamence. A crazy defensive boost, an amazing speed stat, and boosted offenses backed up by Aerolate powered attacks were all gifts given to Salamence along with its new Megastone. Salamence may have experienced a short burnout in Generation 6 that caused its descent out of the OU tier, but Salamence has been slowly building up its fury and is ready to take to the skies again and soar to new heights with its Mega Evolution.